he's shrunk down to almost nothing. He's ripped as all hell, which he normally is. You know that. But he was supposed to fight Conor at 170. How much is that going to have effect on his chin? How much is that going to have effect on his performance, in a 5-round fight? Those are all questions to be answered now. And he's no spring chicken. What is he, 37?
I thought it was good that Max was going to get a shot at 145 at the title. Josh thought, you know what? He shouldn't take that one. He should have just stuck with 155 after the win with Gaethje because he had put on the weight. He had put it on the right way. Now he's going to try to go down. It was going to be a problem for him. I don't think it was a problem for him.
Oh, yeah, it was.
No.
Yeah, it was.
No. Come on. Let's be honest.
John, he doesn't talk like that after any of his other previous fights. And there's a reason why he talked like that. That weight cut destroyed him. It destroyed him. He just wasn't. I'm not taking anything away from Poirier. Poirier is the man. Okay, right now he's the man, and I think he's going to be the man for a while in that weight class. But that, you cannot look me. You can't look me in the eye.
I can look you in the eye.
That weight cut didn't
Do
have.
You see me looking you in the eye right now
on his chin and his ability to take shots. No, his performance.
I will tell you right now. I believe.
No, look me in the eye. You looked away for a second.
Dude, I'm looking you straight in the eye. I want you to
me. Okay, I'm gonna do this to you too. My daughter does this to me. This is me and you now. Okay, this is it.
I do believe any weight cut affects a fighter, no doubt about it. Okay, the more that you have to cut weight, the more it can affect your ability to take a good shot and recover from it and continue on in the fight. And so it could have. It absolutely could have been that thing because look, Max had never been knocked out before. But again, you can't take anything away from Ilia Topuria. He's the one that made that happen. He's the guy that performed. But I do believe, like you believe, that lightweight is the place for him now. And
it was the place for him before that last fight, John.
But if he had won, it wouldn't have been. So it's a matter. Yes, you can sit there and say hindsight is 50-50 for you. But you can sit there and say, yeah, now that maybe he should have taken it because he got a loss. But hey, man, I don't blame him for taking that shot. And I agree with it. If given the opportunity, I get a title fight right now, or I wait, I take the title fight. So it didn't work out for him. But at 155, I think him and Dustin Poirier again. Dustin Poirier is a savage. Let's be honest, man. The guy is just so goddamn fucking good. And so is Max. And, they have fought before. They fought for the title at 155. I would love to see them fight again. It has to be a 5-round fight. Cannot be a 3-round fight. But it is a 5-round fight. Hello. And that should be for the BMF title because he still holds that title. I think it's a cool title when you're looking at someone like Max who fights in multiple weight classes. Give Dustin Poirier a shot at that title. He had it once. He didn't get it when Justin Gaethje beat him. And Justin got that belt. Give him one more shot at it because Dustin Poirier deserves any fight he wants as long as it's against another legend. Yes, go.
Yeah, I think if whatever Dustin wants, Dustin should get. I mean, there's certain fighters that the UFC is like, look, I'm going to give that guy whatever he wants because he
performs.
He's also decided that, hey, anytime we call, he's available. That's one. Like right now, he's out there right now on Twitter going, hey, I'll take that fight.
Yeah.
I'll let you know that he's a gamer. He's always been a gamer, but this is one of those other situations like, okay, I'll step up next week and fight. I want to go back though, John, to the Max Holloway stuff. I mean, I know that we had talked. I really believe that he looked so good against Justin. We could have seen him stay up in the weight class. I thought, and that was what I was the number one thing.
Totally understand
the weight cut. Stay where you're at. Now, I know though, he may have never got a title shot because he would have had to fight guys like a Gamrot or a Sarukian or an Islam. If Islam lost, he may have never gotten a title shot.
Right.
But at the stage in his career, he's probably looking for the more exciting fights. He also doesn't want to put his body through that weight cut anymore, all that stuff. And then he put the weight on properly. There's a lot to be said about just getting your body up and then tearing it back down, getting your body up. When you put the weight on properly, it's not just like, oh God, I went out and ate. And then, this is what I walk around in. This is what I'm training at. That's not what it is.
No, because it takes time. It takes work.
When he starts getting his body in shape, the weight just starts to kind of trickle down a little bit. It makes a little bit, it starts getting it closer to where he fights at 145. he actually had to put some muscle on, had to, put the weight on properly and have to get rid of that. It really does deplete your body. I feel like when he made that weight cut back down to 45, it was just too much. And like I said, I'm not taking it away from Ilya. I think Ilya, he fought the right fight. But I also believe that we haven't seen Max's chin like that. And Ilya's got the power to do it as he's proven. But it just seems like, man, his chin's never been dented. And now all of a sudden he was out. It wasn't like he was, he was out.
He got laid out.
Yeah. He may never get a title shot at 55, but I think there's some really good fights for him there. Some amazing fights for him there. Like if I'm looking at, let me see if I'm looking at these rankings right now. People probably don't want to hear this, but Dan Hooker and him would be such a fun fight.
And Max?
And Max. Dan Hooker and Max would be a fantastic fight. Now, I obviously would like to see him fight.
Dan Hooker fighting Dustin Poirier again would be a great fight because the first time it was a great fight.
Absolutely. There's fights to be had for Max that would definitely give a shot in the arm to that weight division. And I think the 140-pound division right now has kind of been a little bit ran through right now. They've got to regenerate some new talent there. There's a couple guys that are there they're phenomenal fighters that just got to get up a little bit closer to the top 5.
Yeah.
But right now, I think Max, like I said before, he's done everything he needs to do at 145. I think the weight cut is not too much for him, but it was too much for him after putting the weight on properly. Now, in terms of the Max and the Dustin fight, I've seen it twice. I don't get me wrong. I'm not going to not buy it. I'm going to, of course, buy it because I know it's going to be a great fight. But whatever, man. I would like to see Dustin fight Chandler before I'd probably like to see Max. I'm not knocking the fight at all. I would love to see it. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna spend my money on that pay-per-view. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'd like to see, Max jump up in there. I mean, can you imagine like a Max and Fiziev fight, a Max and a Moicano fight, a Max and Saint Denis fight? I mean, these are all fights that that will just be action-packed from beginning to end.
Yeah, fantastic.
So, in that process, I mean, I think there's plenty of fights for Max at 155. And let's not even talk about the fact that if he's able to get past Dustin, that puts him right in that talking conversation of fighting maybe like a Charles or the winner of Chandler and Charles or the winner or the loser or winner at the 155-pound title fight.
I don't give a damn what it is. If Max Holloway is fighting or Dustin Poirier is fighting, I will watch it every time. If they're fighting each other, I'll still watch. Yes, they have fought each other before and stuff, but don't care. It's that good a fight between two guys that I respect, and I would love to see it again. It's weird to me that Dustin Poirier would actually, after being so pissed off at Michael Chandler for things that occurred during that fight that he had, that he goes, yeah, I'll take that fight. I want to fight again because I understand why he's doing it. It's all good, but you look and you go, Chandler did some kind of nasty stuff. He's on top, blows his nose all over. He did some things in there. You look at Max is like he fish hooked him. He did a couple of things in there, and I'm sorry, Dustin was a little pissed off about it, and I'm almost looking at it like he's almost like in that I want another shot because I want to beat your ass again for what you did, but that would make it for a great fight.
Absolutely. I think it'd be a fantastic fight. John, I mean, look, I had the same conversation with about the Max situation, but look, have you seen pictures? Can you pull them up, Dave? Instagram pictures of Michael Chandler. He's shrunk down to almost nothing. He's ripped as all hell, which he normally is. You know that. But he was supposed to fight Conor at 170. How much is that going to have effect on his chin? How much is that going to have effect on his performance, in a 5-round fight? Those are all questions to be answered now. And he's no spring chicken. What is he, 37?
Well, hold on. Because if he's down and he's ripped like this right now, okay, that's telling me that he's in great shape coming into it. And he doesn't have to lose as much because, Michael used to cut a lot of weight. Yeah, he's not a tall fighter, but he's packed as far as he is physically super strong. He carries a lot of muscle. And so if he's looking so shredded, right, maybe he's actually not cutting as much weight going into it, which is a good thing.
Yeah, there were some other pictures that I had saw that he was just absolutely shredded, just completely shredded.
So you're just a little jealous right now.
No. I mean, I'm fair. He is. Look at that, John. Look at that, though.
Yeah.
Like he looks skinny. Like I'm not saying skinny, like he's muscular skinny. Like he's lean and shredded. He's ready to fight right now. Look at the veins in his inner thigh.
I see, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I mean, a couple more weeks of hard training, he might look as good as Justin Wilcox.
But he also might overtrain. You know, and that's always been something that people have talked about with Michael. Because look, he's a training freak.
Mm-hmm.
He is never a guy that doesn't train. Sometimes you can train too much. You overtrain, it will affect your performance. Charles Oliveira, like everyone, needs to be careful in the first round with Michael Chandler, because Michael Chandler he's got a lot of power in his hands. He's explosive, he's fast, and just like what happened in their first fight, like Charles was doing well, had him on the ground, he was able to get up, and he hurt Charles. And look, he almost had Charles out. Let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Charles was in trouble. He was able to get himself back, get guard, hold on, and get to the next round, and he did what he was supposed to do. But first round, anybody with Michael Chandler has got to be careful. He is an explosive athlete.
Make sure you guys use YouTube 150 as the promo code, YouTube 150 for BetUS. They give you 150% bonus on your first deposit, and then on your next 2 deposits, 125% bonus.